Hello viewers and welcome to another episode of Excel Learning. In today's capsule, I'm going to cover a topic which I'm sure is going to help a lot of you, especially if you are a data or a business analyst, or you are into the finance domain, or you are doing any kind of analysis involving a lot of different files which needs to be consolidated on a regular day-to-day basis. I'm going to show you how you can combine hundreds or maybe thousands of files in one click using Power Query. Yes, so we are going to uncover the power of Power Query. Too much power in that sentence. Let's head over to the problem. Let's say you have got multiple salesmen in your company and you receive the sales from your ERP system for respective salespersons, and it comes in separate files. So for example, Gil is a salesman whose file is separate, Howard is separate, Jardine is separate, so on and so forth. And if you can see here, there are total 9 files over here, which means you have to consolidate those 9 files first into a single table which would look like this. Only then you will be able to conduct some kind of pivoting or some kind of analysis on the compounded or the combined data. Now in a normal world, what would you do? You would open each file, you would then copy the contents, paste it somewhere, then you would open the second file, then you would copy the contents, paste it below one below the other, so on and so forth. And mind you, if any data changes in any of these 9 files, you are going to have to again recheck your data because that's a manual input. It's not linked to your respective data sheets, number one. Number two, if let's say a 10th salesman gets added, you will have to manually again do the same exercise for the 10th person as well. And this doesn't stop here. Let's say you are doing this exercise for a forecasting, for let's say an annual forecasting, and you have received the sales forecast from the 9 gentlemen. They will keep on revising the sales forecast. In a practical world, it doesn't happen at once. It happens in instance 2, it happens in instance 3, so on and so forth. So that many times you have to really get the respective files, paste it in this folder. You'll have to manually open each file, copy the contents and make the table once again. We don't want to do that. We want to be using Excel smartly enough so that our work happens in a click. So let's understand. So our objective is to combine these files and get this table in one go without having to open each file and manually copy and paste data one below the other. So let us see how to do the same. So for that, I will delete the existing data model so that I can show you the complete steps from scratch. Let me just delete whatever I had done earlier. Now we'll do it from scratch. We'll delete this solution. We want the solution from scratch. So at first we are going to go to the data tab. Inside the data tab, we will go to get data, from file, and we will go to from folder. So this is the option that we are going to select. So once we select this option, let me just do that. It gives us a path that we need to select. So I'll go over to the path. I will select the path. I will select the path. In the path, I will give the inputs folder as the path. The moment I click on open, what it will do is it will show me all the different files which are there in that folder, and there are multiple options available at the bottom. In this, the preferred mode that I use is combine and transform data. So I would suggest you to also click over here. The moment you click over here, it will evaluate the query because essentially we are doing something with Power Query, and it will open the Power Query input screen. So here you will observe two things. One is table format and one is sheet. Now I would suggest to use the sheet name because sheet name is mostly consistent, and here the requirement is that sheet 1's data will be taken from all the respective files, be it file number 1, be it file number 2, be it file number 3, 4, so on and so forth. So it's important that the name of the sheet is consistent, which we know will be because you as a business analyst would have asked for similar sheet names, and this is the consistency check that you need to do before starting this analysis, so that if you do not have it consistent, there is a separate solution, but that we will not cover in this video. So assuming that the sheet names are same, we will go for the sheet 1 and we will go with OK. The moment I click on OK, it will basically show me the different steps that are automatically generated by Power Query, and we will see it in a second. So yes, you see it here. These are all the steps that have been automatically generated by Power Query. I have not done anything. But I would like to make you aware of few things here. What essentially is happened in the backdrop? Let me try to put it in terms of steps. It is basically referring a sample file, applying few steps on it. Number 3, combining. So these are the 3 things that it is doing. So referring the sample file, it will ask for which sample file we want to give it as an option. So here by default it takes the file number 0. In terms of Power Query, file number 0 means the first file, which means GIL over here. Let me go to the folder. Whichever is the file which is the first one basis name, it will automatically get picked, but we have the option to change it. Here we will not change because all the files have a same format. Now let me just show you that as well by way of a preview over here. The moment I show you the preview, it will become easier for you. So for example, this is a file GIL. It takes some time to really load the preview because Power Query is also running. So see, the format is, the column names are so on and so forth. Now I'm opening Howard, the column names are same. Now I'm opening Morgan, the column names are same. So this gives us confidence that the data structure is same. However, when you see the final output, you see couple of things have gone wrong here. So here the column names are not picked properly, and you see column names are appearing in between also. So how do we tackle that problem? As I said in some time back, there are 3 steps. One amongst those is clean up in the sample file. So that is what we are going to do. So here the sample file is taking as the source and it is just navigating to the data. We will just apply one simple step and it will get solved. We'll just do apply or use first row as headers. That's it. The moment I do that, what is happening is now it is applying this step in each of the respective 9 files and then it is clubbing. So when it is combining or clubbing in the third step, now the column names have been correctly picked. Now what is the next step? I will select all by using Ctrl+A, that is the shortcut for selecting every column at once, and I will go to the transform tab and I will click on detect data type. So it will automatically detect the data types as well. That's it, nothing else. Now I will close the workbook. I will click on keep. The moment I do that, it will automatically paste all the combined data in this workbook. Now you see all the sales representatives have appeared here. Now let me show you the magic here. Let's assume that there is another salesman whose data got added. Let's say Andrews is another salesman whose data got added. So I've just added it in the folder. I head back to my Excel. I will do nothing but just right click and refresh. That's it. You see, Andrew has now appeared in the filter, which means it just took me one click and the data got refreshed without any challenges, without you having to even open the file. Hope you liked the video. Do consider subscribing and thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.